You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football. Simulcast on AM 1400, The Ground. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good evening, everybody. It is time for South Tucson Youth Football. It is time for second round action of the Corso Cup. We got 4 games for you, starting off in just a few. Creamy Surprise, Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. They're one of them, a 1 seed, making their first appearance in the East South Tucson Regional, taking on Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing as the 8 seed. Our defending champions get to see how they do. Twin Towers Construction had a tough game. They're taking on, well, they already went past me again. Extreme Dentistry versus Welders of the Universe, 12 versus 13, both couple upsets. And Rancho Robusto plus-sized warehouse, after taking out, I believe they took out the Binging Texan. And then, of course, we got 4 games for you later. 1-800-BIADAD making their first appearance in the Corso Cup after their first-round bye as the 1 seed. But we got a lot to show you. 4 games are going to kick off. They are kicking off. They're right in front of you. We're going to go back and forth across all the games. You're not going to miss a single score. We're going to keep you with the interesting games when they're in the red zone opportunities. And let's just start by drinking right away with a face mask. Might as well. Cheers to you on a Wednesday night.
Still first down.
So we got a huge slate of games. As you can see, all the scores will be updated at the top of your screen. We'll be cutting to and from any sort of red zone coverage. You'll see all the scoring plays, all the touchdowns, all the field goals. There's a safety. We'll probably show you that too. Maybe not the extra points. You know, sometimes it gets a little crazy here. Anyway, we got Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. A couple of teams with like brown color scheme, brown and white. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing are in the all whites in this case. And it is 3rd and 1 for them already in the Creamy Surprises half of the field, thanks to that face mask that we started things off with. And we're going to head over to Extreme Dentistry and Welders of the Universe. 12 versus 13. 2 teams that had a first-round upset. And at 2nd and 12, they're going backwards. Here's Go Fall Yourself. The number 7 seed taking on Rancho Robusto, and there's a big interception from the 15 seed. Turnover on the opening possession. Alvin Doherty with the interception. And it'll be Rancho Robusto getting the football for the first time in this game. Let's stick with it for a little bit. As far as I know, we're going to be sticking with it. Yes, they're going to start things off at the 24. No, we're going to head back to Extreme Dentistry, who, of course, are in the red zone. And looking to score. It's 3rd and 2 right now. Wide open pass for the first down. Oh, Carl Hines tackled right short of the end zone. Liquid mustard gas. Nice. I hope it's been diluted. That sounds dangerous, but, you know, probably tasty. See, I could only find relish gas, which wasn't very good, and when I realized when you liquefied it, it just became relish. And Gerard Jude, the quarterback, keeps it himself. He's tackled to the point where he falls into the end zone. So Extreme Dentistry, the first team to score in this early session of games. There's Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. Serge Curry. Sounds like a caffeinated version of a curry dish, I guess. And they're looking to be the second team to score for Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. But it's going to be nothing but Borscht taking on Twin Towers in a 3 versus 11 matchup. Jacob Tanner. No. KO Pectate throwing it right down the middle of the field, wide open back of the end zone. Touchdown, Borscht. And, of course, nothing but Borscht had the upset over the Porno Shop in the first round. That one is broken up. Jeffrey Phillips for Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. 3rd and 9 for them. On the 11-yard line. There's a cat in the studio. You don't know if you hear it. A lot of time for Phillips to throw. And there's a flag. They were stopped short of the first down marker. But everyone take a drink.
Defense.
On Ed Kenny. Creating the problem for Rusty Pipe, or for the Creamy Surprise. But here's Twin Towers off to the races. Good stiff arm from that kid. And Jamiroquai James coming in huge. We're heading back to Rusty Pipe Job, who are in for the touchdown. Tyrell Grigsby, the running back, puts the 8 seed up on the defending South Tucson Youth Football champions and the overall number 1 seed in this tournament. Yes, my understanding is that Nothing But Borscht did miss the point after. I'm gonna double check on that, make sure that's correct. I don't think we saw it. Yes. And another interception. Rancho Robusto, 2nd pick on Marquis de Valamond. The quarterback for Go For Yourself. It's Oscar Pugh-Mayman. Oscar Pugh-Mayman picking that one out of the air, landing in bounds, stepping out to basically end the play. And Rancho Robusto yet to score. There's frickin' Frank with a touchdown catch for Twin Towers. And they have tied it up. And no doubt they'll kick the extra point and take a 1-point lead for the 3 seed, Twin Towers Construction. They had a bit of a dodgy first round game. They beat Shifty Lou's Arcade by only a score of 13-10. And there's the kickoff. Nothing But Borscht missing that point after. So they are down by 1. There's Ed Lexus Williams with a 27-yard return for the boys in white and I guess that's magenta of Nothing But Borscht. Lee Corso's favorite mode of transport, the Borscht truck. I understand just because Corso keeps stealing it and setting it on fire, they have a whole fleet. They only put one out at a time just because they know they'll need backups. Here's Rancho Robusto. First time we're really seeing him with the football. Samson Wade is tackled right at the first down marker. They'll give him the first down and goal. They are inside the 5 and the 15 seed of Rancho Robusto after upsetting the binging Texan. They had a 2-touchdown win. Yeah, Corso is nothing if not consistent. He knows it. He's got an MO and he sticks with it. And that MO is auto theft. It's Grand Theft Auto and arson. I know he set the inside of the pace car in the most recent Diddler Cup race on fire. There's Samson Wade again, 5 yards in the end zone. Rancho Robusto touchdown. They are the first team to score in that game. Breaking the seal with a minute to go in the first quarter of that one. And now we can say that every single game has had a scoring play in our early session. Let's head back to Rusty Pipe Job. We'll have the football again. It is 4th and 14. And they might be going for it. We saw, Phillips taking a huge hit. The Creamy Surprise. Really turning the defense up. They got maybe kind of shocked out of the gate by that opening score from Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, who, don't get me wrong, Rusty Pipe Job are a very good team. They handled Crambler's House of Gags and actual items. Oh, it's Sterling Jordan just gets speared on the kickoff. Let's head back to Nothing But Borscht, who are back just knocking on the door of the red zone. A lot of time for K.O. Pectate, who finds his receiver. It's the big boy wide receiver, Ike Brooks. Inside the 5. Great pass. Look at this slam play. Just goes across the field, wide open. No one gets the coverage until it's already caught, and he just collapses. I think he just got sandwiched and just collapsed in the heat. That kid might be unconscious. The way he fell, that is unnatural for an 11-year-old to fall like that. But no worry about that. Irvin Magic Fontaine with a 2-yard touchdown run, and Nothing But Borscht back in the lead, 12-7. extra point to come. 1:24 to go in this game. And here's Welders of the Universe. First time we're seeing them with the football. Kirk Fogg. That's an incomplete pass. It's 2nd and 10, but they are already down to the 23-yard line. Extreme Dentistry did score on their opening drive through Gerard Jude, kind of falling his way into the end zone. This is a 12 versus 13 matchup between two solid teams. Remember, Welders of the Universe, in the first ever South Tucson youth football season, they went undefeated through the first nine games of the season, and then lost in the 10th game and went out in the first round. Todd Concepcion, we're seeing why they were such a good team once again after a lackluster most recent season. Here's Welders looking to tie it up. They got a big upset win over Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House by a score of 25-21. Extreme Dentistry had another upset over the 5 seed Crash Zone Trampoline Experience. A lot of people like CTE to go far in this tournament. They were out in the first round. It's a 12 versus 13 matchup, and I gotta say, either of these teams could threaten to go even further than the round of 16 if they get past their opponent today. There's Snuggie Smith with a 16-yard return, and we are all tied up at this particular Muni. Very interesting scoreline starting things off as we are approaching the end of the first quarter. Second quarter starting off for the Creamy Surprise. Right up the middle, trucks that young kid, Arnold Cummings. 18 yards up the middle, wasn't even touched until he was well past the first down marker. And even though he trucked that young 10-year-old defender, he still got the tackle, so good on that kid for taking a big old hit for the team. Going wide, Arnold Cummings, juking, jiving, just short. Oh, his knee must have touched the ground before he rolled into the end zone. It's 1st and goal. And the Creamy Surprise showing why they are defending that championship with pride, and they get the touchdown. It's Arnold Cummings. They have not been able to stop it. Cummings just happens, and there's no stopping it once it started. And now there's a big mess for Rusty Pipe Job to have to clean up. After all that hard work in the first quarter, the Creamy Surprise. Cummings was the Creamy Surprise in this case. And it is tied up. There's a wide open catch. Frickin' Frank, a second touchdown. Big throw, big catch. Let's see it again. Twin Towers Construction have a chance to regain the lead, and number 37 had no interest in defending that. But of course, finish your tackles, kid. So he'll get a little bit of a talking to from his coach, but his coach will be happy that he finished his tackles. There's the extra point, which again brings Twin Towers back into the lead. They're still in the first quarter in this game. A lot of stoppages. We're going to head back to Rancho Robusto. Bit of a surprise here. They're in the red zone yet again. Louisville Sinkhorn. That's his first incompletion of this game. 3:17 to go. They're going to kick the field goal at 4th and goal. This is what happens. 4 games going on at once. Lot of scoring. We try to keep it with you as best as we can. Sometimes it'll be a little delayed, but we'll get you every scoring play. Every pivotal play that happens. Here's 4th and 5, and Welders of the Universe. Oh, they're going to fake it. It's a fake punt, and it was thrown directly into the ground. Nick Thibodeau giving credit for, I guess, watching that one go by. He was the closest to that football, so I guess they credit with him a deflection. I don't know. Here's Kale Pecte making a complete pass to Ike Brooks. Nothing but Borscht and Twin Towers. The 3 versus 11 game has been the one to keep an eye on. They have been marching down the field on every possession. Nothing but Borscht have a chance to take the lead again. And Twin Towers Construction, this has been a pitfall for them all through last season. They had a great season. They earned this 3 seed. But their inability to just put up a solid series of defensive stops maybe they're undoing. Nothing but Borscht have proven how good they are. And they are hanging with them right now, potentially taking the lead. There's Extreme Dentistry through Snuggie Smith. Back into the red zone. Extreme Dentistry, not a team that we really talk about too often in the regular season. They haven't really been much of a mover or a shaker. They're in the lowly Big Small Business Conference, which let's admit has not been the strongest of conferences in either of the 2 seasons of South Tucson Youth Football. They're one of the lower ranked conferences. I think they're the weakest conference based on RPI in the past. But that really tends to mean, big horse collar tackle. How is that not a face mask? Gerard Jew just pulled down by the neck and smacks his head most likely on the hard AstroTurf. But he's okay, it looks like. Oh, he's going to hand it off, so maybe he's not okay. Khalif Horn, 4 yards up the middle, 1st and goal for Extreme Dentistry. Continuing to march with 2:43 left to go in this quarter. But the good thing about the Big Small Business Conference is you get to see, each year it's a different team kind of making a big statement. Casa de Gordoso and Rancho Robusto were the teams to watch in the first season. That's a touchdown for Extreme Dentistry. Last year it was Cramblers. It was Cramblers House of Gags who got the automatic bid into the postseason tournament after taking out Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm in their championship games. So it's a bit of a revolving door of teams. It's anyone's game every time. And here's nothing but Borscht yet again. This I think was earlier on. We had so much going on we couldn't get to this when it happened live. I believe this is going to be, it is KO Pectate running it in for a touchdown. 19-14. It is back and forth, basically a tennis match of scoring and of volleying in this one. Nice QB draw play. Extra point makes it 20-14 for nothing but Borscht over Twin Towers Construction. And we're back to Rancho Robusto. Once more in the red zone, 10-0. Go fall yourself, making a crucial stop on Andy Randall. It is 2nd and goal down at the 9. Who could have predicted Rancho Robusto to come back after such a disappointing season and put in a couple of good efforts? They have played an outstanding 6 quarters of football so far in this Corso Cup. They're going to score another touchdown. It is 16-0 over the 7 seed. Go fall yourself. Coming out of the Foreign Legion, the Oriental Division to be exact. Welders of the Universe. A lot of time for Kirk Fogg to throw, which means he's going to make contact with a wide receiver downfield. Ralph Liston, big catch there. He's got 50 yards so far and a 1st down for Welders with 2 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Here's Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. Haven't seen this game in a bit. As the football is loose. And it is a fumble and recovered by Rusty Pipe Job, but to no gain, 4th and 10. They might have to go for it. This is like 4th down territory, I think. We're around the 35, 40-yard line. This might be too close to punt. Yep, this is going to be a 4th down attempt. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, you saw the stat. They are 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions. We want to thank all of you for joining us here tonight on IRM. A little bit of an earlier start, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're getting things started. Of course, 4 p.m. Pacific over here in South Tucson. We'll be back tomorrow night with the rest of the 2nd round. That'll be a later start, closer to about 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Right here on IRM. We're going to know the identities. Oh, ball's loose again. It was 4th down. Rusty Pipe Job lose the football. Creamy Surpriser on it. It was a turnover, this time by a fumble instead of on downs. We will know 8 of the 16 teams that make it to the 3rd round tonight. The other 8 we'll find out tomorrow, and then we will have one more simulcast style broadcast of that 3rd round. And then when we're down to just 8 teams, it'll be full games. The spotlight will shine on those 8 teams as we find out who will win the first ever Corso Cup in South Tucson. Nothing but Borscht looking to keep the lead going. A touchdown, Rusty Brown. Twin Towers cannot stop the Borscht from flowing. And another first down for Welders of the Universe. That is Parker Sisk. And with 28 seconds to go in the half, they're going to keep things moving. 2 timeouts still. Might want to hang on to one in case they need to kick a field goal. They're not going to need to. Ralph Liston, 10-yard catch, touchdown, Welders. And go file yourself. Welcome to the score sheet. Last team to erase that 0. Vontae Belarius on the pitch play. Runs it in. Touchdown, go file yourself. And assuming the extra point is good, they will be down 10 still going into the half. Here's the creamy surprise looking to take the lead. Oh! It was knocked out of the air. Q Beagles not having a good day. 3rd and 1 for the creamy surprise. 10 seconds to go. This might be their last chance. They're going to look downfield. It is caught. It is down. They call their timeout. They'll bring the field goal unit out. And with 4 seconds to go, the creamy surprise are going to kick what looks like about a 18-yard field goal. And it's missed. They miss it. I think he just hooked it so short. That kid is most certainly going to be abused in some form in the locker room. Well, they'll go tied at 7 into the locker room at the half. That game is at the half. We're going to see what Twin Towers can do. So much scoring in this game that we're still a minute 45 to go. Ernest Clayton is brought down for a loss of 4 by Lance Petway. I think he got into his own blocker's way. Look at that. The lineman just pushed his own offensive lineman into the quarterback. The kid's going to be tied to the bumper of the coach's car. Yes. The good news is that the father will be notified of this. The bad news is the father is the coach. He was already aware. And you know what? If he wasn't the coach, he'd probably be okay with it anyway. It's just how things are at South Tucson. Twin Towers, 4th and 14, so with 90 seconds to go, they're going to give the football back to nothing but Borscht yet again. This is unbelievable, unprecedented. We got 2 games tied up, and yet we have a 3-seed, Twin Towers Construction, down by 13 to the 11-seed Nothing But Borscht food truck. Amazing, amazing turn of events. Amazing turn of events here in the Corso Cup. It really is anybody's game. Anyone can win. You know, the committee just seeds it based on the most recent season, but you know how up and down the season can be. It's a sprint, not a marathon. You know, you can play the long game and have a great regular season, but every single game is a championship final. It's win or go home. And if you go home, you're going to go home crying. KO Pectate brought down for a loss of 8. Twin Towers using their timeouts. They may try to get the football back with a minute to go if they can make another stop here. 3rd and 18. KO Pectate out of the shotgun. Oh no, a flag on the play. They broke up the play, but everyone take a drink, including y'all in the Muni stands. It is pouring down in this section of South Tucson. Maybe that's the sprinkler. I think we have issues with the sprinkler system. So it's might as well be a rain game. And KO Pectate has a fresh set of downs. Throws it to Scroats Hammerson. Scroats Hammerson, the tight end, 7-yard catch. 2nd and 3. There are reports that it's raining borscht. They have the borscht truck with like one of those it's like when it's like the water tanker where they have it spraying up into the air, except it's full of borscht. It's full of borscht. First down for nothing but borscht with a minute and counting to go. Another first down and another timeout. They got 1 remaining with 53 seconds to go. Big plays. Big plays made by KO Pectate. And they're going to go end zone. It was caught but out of bounds, out of the back of the end zone, overthrown. But you know that Nothing But Borscht has shown their intention. They are absolutely putting the pedal to the metal of the Borscht truck. And there's another first down. Jacob Tanner. They're going to go no huddle. They want to save that timeout in case they need to set up for a field goal. 44 seconds. Well, it's also the clock stops because it's a first down. Opectate throws, end zone. Hank McAfee. Touchdown Borscht. They had two wide open receivers. I guess McAfee had a spotter. You can see they had McAfee almost running into his own receiver, number 12. Not sure who that was. Good thing he pulled up short because that might have cost a touchdown. They're going to miss the extra point. I guess it's very slippery out there.
James set to return.
33-14, a 19-point lead, 3-score lead for Nothing But Borscht over the 3 seed Twin Towers Construction. Jamiroquai James with the return. This, of course, is the last game that is yet to go to the half. All the scores you're seeing above you are halftime scores. 2 tied games, 1 upset in the making, and this one starting to be looking in blowout territory. Frickin' Frank can only do so much himself. Look at that stat line. 2 touchdowns for Frickin' Frank. That's Ernest Clayton, excuse me. But Frickin' Frank has both of those. Clayton throwing it long. Almost batted out of the air by Dorian Seymour. And that 11-year-old named Dorian almost had the pick. And man, that would have been really demoralizing, as if it wasn't enough for Twin Towers to have to go back into the locker room and regroup. They'd like to get something out of this. Oh, can't hold on to it. Ray Sharp bats that one out of the air. It is 4th and 6. No way. They're gonna have to give this ball back to Nothing But Borscht at some point. You may just want to take a knee, take it into the locker room, regroup, hope the Borscht rain kind of clears up. But instead, 17 seconds. 17 seconds for Nothing But Borscht to potentially score again. 33 first half points. Amazing. Amazing performance from them. And they're going to air it out and look for something. Diving catch. Ike Brooks, 28-yard catch. The big play is coming in huge for the Borscht team. Could they get another touchdown? 7 seconds. Clock is ticking. They're going to take one more shot at the end zone. They make the catch. He gets out of bounds. 2 seconds to go. Gabriel Gutierrez, his first catch. They're going to take one more shot at this. I think they're going to kick the field goal. We're looking at a tricky 27-yard attempt. They missed a shorter one. Looks like someone might have blocked that one. It is no good. It might have taken a bounce off of somebody. It's no good. The halftime score, 33-14. Huge upset in the making. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at all of our halftime scores right now. We've got a low-scoring affair over at the Muni with the defending league champions of the Creamy Surprise. 7 apiece with Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. That is a bit of a surprise there. This is the surprise. I mean, we've been watching this one all afternoon, all evening, with Nothing But Borscht in the lead. Welders of the Universe and Extreme Dentistry. Someone's going to be a double-digit seed in the third round. They're tied at 14. And Rancho Robusto, the lowest seed in this tournament, the lowest seed possible, are up by 10. We want to thank one of our many sponsors in South Tucson, Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House, formerly Mama Logano's House of Legitimate Spaghetti and Firearms. But you know, hey, look, you want to be pallying around, you want to meet for a good meal with your pallies, right? Your pallies. You want to enjoy some nice how do they say? Some pasta with how do they properly say mozzarella, right? Or maybe you get like a nice sandwich or like an antipasto tray with some gabagool. Right? You know, that's what Italian people say, right? Like authentic ones, not just the ones who live in like New York, New Jersey. That's how real Italians speak, right? You know, come by with some mozzarella on your pasta and you know, all sorts of things like that. Don't worry, we've got good cannolis for takeaway, of course. You can take the cannoli and the gun. You don't have to leave one. That's their special Monday. That's their special Monday deal. You can come in for the price of a meal. You get a free cannoli and a gun. It's a no-brainer. In fact, you can use that gun to hold up one of the stores on the street. I didn't say that, but look, the statistics have shown that's what's happened every Monday. So, you know, maybe it's your turn. Take the gun. Take the cannoli. Don't leave one of them. Come to Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. They still got firearms, but it's not really good business to put it in the name. It's kind of obvious. Okay, I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to say it's a front, but, you know, that's how you should enter. Through the front of the pasta house. Okay? Enter through the front of the pasta house. That's Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House, formerly Mama Logano's House of Legitimate Spaghetti and Firearms, because the pasta's legitimate and the firearms probably are smuggled. We're going to head back to second half action. We're going to head up back to a second half action in just a moment. There are your scores once more. Oh, someone's saying they'll have the gabagool. There was a third thing that I hate when, like, tri-state Italians say it that way, because I'm like, if you go to Italy, no one says it like that, you dummy. Oh God, I forgot the whole thing about how they call their sauce gravy, which is the fucking dumbest thing. Stop calling it gravy, it's fucking sauce.
18, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
I don't care if gravy is a sauce and sauce is a gravy based on the fucking definition. No, stop calling it gravy. Don't call every pasta macaroni. It's not. That's wrong also.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Just call it all liquid.
Yes! I gotta tell you, I have, I forget who it was. I want to say it's Nate Dogg. There was someone it was a regular in the chat. Hi there, Slate. Slate Blankenship, I think is what we called you. Yes, SCXCR. Joining us here.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I was on my way to the stadium, and I was stuck behind the Borscht truck. All of a sudden, it started raining, and my car slid all over the place, and I crashed right into one of the South Tucson homes around here.
Nice. I mean, not for them, but nice in the sense that sounds really fun, and I can't wait to watch the recap of that on the news tonight. I'm glad you're okay, though. That's the important thing. I'm very, very glad that you're okay.
Yes, thank you. The only downside is I'm going to get a bunch of emails trying to enlist me for the Denver Cup Racing Series.
Oh, I mean, you technically qualify. And then we see, is that a fumble? They're saying a turnover? Oh, it's a turnover on downs, I believe. No. Yeah, they're saying it's a fumble, and nothing but Borscht. It's all going their way. They converted on 4th. They fumble it. And it's nothing but Borscht ball. So I gotta say, I gotta go a little inside baseball here. So after that last live read, you don't have to answer, but you're from the Midwest, yeah?
We'll say that I am.
Okay, I didn't want to get too specific. I was like Midwest region. Okay, I asked that based on assumption of sports team fandoms. Okay, so you're
Defense.
definitely not a tri-stater like I at one point was before I moved a little further south. There was someone in the chat, I can't remember who it was, when I've talked about Wildwood, New Jersey, also goes there and like knew all the same places, obviously, because he goes there as well, because I think he also is from New Jersey or whatever. Anyway, but there is a restaurant, one of the countless Italian restaurants in Wildwood, New Jersey, that did like a bunch of YouTube like cooking show kind of advertisements. And I found this because one of the random like local access channels on the TV in the hotel when I went to the beach in like June had like a loop of local stuff playing, and they played like a 10-minute clip of this like dude who runs this restaurant, kind of like showing how he makes these dishes. I swear to God, the thing he made looked like vomit. It was a chicken dish that just basically sat, probably uncooked, in like wine and olive oil and butter, and just was just all this other stuff he threw in there, and it was so overloaded that you know it didn't cook through.
That's a gain of 14 yards on the play.
And then he's like, oh, I gotta taste it, make sure it's good. And you see he's like trying to like cut a piece off with the fork, and he ends up literally just like scraping off a piece of the breading. And like just like, yeah, see, it's good. Touchdown Welders, by the way, Todd Concepcion.
Was this local restaurant called Olive Garden by any chance?
Oh God, Olive Garden. You know, I've actually eaten at Olive Garden recently. I'm not proud of it, but my girlfriend got a gift card, so we're like, what the hell, why not?
That's the slogan for Olive Garden.
What part of that?
We have a gift card, why not?
There you go. And, you know, I think I had a better meal there than I would have had at this place in Wildwood. I mean, it's New Jersey. Italian food is not hard to cook in the first place. You're full of Italians. You're full of places that do Italian restaurant. You shouldn't be fucking up a chicken dish where you undercook the chicken or don't cook it at all. And then he made a pasta dish that was like loaded with seafood, and it was like a whole bunch of different seafood types, but he threw them all in like the pot at the same time, and they didn't, because they don't all have the same cooking time. Like shrimp is not going to cook like scallops are. It's not going to cook like clams and like mussels will. So it's like
the theory there is you'll get all different types of food poisoning at the same time, and they'll just cancel each other out.
Exactly. It was terrible. I want to share this video with you at some point. Maybe if you're in the Discord, I will share this with you afterwards, because I feel like I need to watch it with people and just break down all the things that are wrong with this. Cause like,
oh, good, and I'll just send you a compilation of Norton Furniture ads.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, it was so... I'm not going to lie, though. When my girlfriend and I were in Wildwood, and I do love Wildwood. I went there as a kid. I still go there. I love it. Actually, if you follow Deadspin, there's a writer on Deadspin who's been following the T-shirts on the boardwalk at Wildwood. That's the place he's talking about. If you follow Deadspin, that's the article. But, anyway, Twin Towers construction still down a whole heck of a lot. Still down 19 points. Not looking good for those who have them going far in this tournament.
Not looking good at all. You know, historically, Twin Towers, their problem used to be getting attacked from the ground. They fixed that up. Then they couldn't do anything about aerial assaults. They fixed that up, seemingly. And now they're just taking it from every direction from nothing but borscht.
See, there's a bit of Iron Chef talk in the chat. Iron Chef secret battle botulism. The Weber Cooks videos. Man, I think we may need to have a night. Can't be tonight, because after we're done, I got some stuff I gotta do. But we may have to have a local flair, a local spotlight video watching session. Because that's something that my good friend Kyle of other things you've heard him on the stream. Creamy surprise, Arnold Cummings in the touchdown, in the end zone for a touchdown, 13-7, and they take the lead for basically the first time. I love anytime a modest proposal can get referenced in any sort of sequence. That makes me... What stream on Twitch are you going to have people referring to a modest proposal?
That's good for a gain of 10 yards.
You guys are the best. I love it. I friggin' love it.
Do we have any players in South Tucson named Jonathan Swift?
We should. God. Oh, that'd be... If there's any running backs named Jonathan, that should be their nickname. Big catch! Ed Lexus Williams, 31 yards. Nothing but borscht. It is getting sloppy out there. They are filthy, filthy boys. And, sorry, I lost my train of thought thinking about filthy, filthy boys. But, they are just keeping the Jets going. It's almost the end of the third quarter. No scoring in this half. But they are keeping the big plays coming. And Ike Brooks, 3-yard catch, 2nd and 7. We're staying with this game for now. And look at the yardage difference. 331 to 183. Nothing but borscht have just been better at moving this football. There's a fake handoff. Play action, Kale Pectate only gets 3 yards. They did not create enough of a hole for him to burst through. Here's Go Fuck Yourself. Marquis de Valamon has just been harried the entire game. 3rd and 16, big sack there. Rancho Robusto in the 4th quarter, up by 10. They're looking to be a Cinderella story. They've already knocked off the binging Texan, the only 2 seed to fall in the first round. Could they be a 15 seed, making the last 16?
Only instead of a glass slipper, it's a glass bathroom scale.
It is. It's a well, it's a plus-sized warehouse, so it could still be a glass slipper, but it's it's definitely a wide size, and it's definitely an orthopedic glass slipper. Get it? Because they're probably fat. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing gonna tie things up. Tyrell Grigsby, big catch and a touchdown for the Pipe Job.
This is more of a Rusty surprise.
It is. They are. Well, Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing have proven they are not an easy team to beat. They had a sound defeat over Cramblers, 28-14. That final score. They've had a good season. They were an 8 seed this year, but they were a solid team, a tough opponent. I mean, they're that battle-tested BCC, the Blue Collar Conference. It is all tied up with 4.5 to go, an entire quarter pretty much to play.
I realize some people are still rooting for the top seeds because they want their brackets to hold up, but I'm just rooting for total anarchy. Unfortunately, total anarchy wouldn't enter the bracket system because they didn't like how it was organized. So
that's fair. They are the owners of the Shack down at the full name, of course, is Total Anarchy and More. But they have the Shack just on the border. Their Shack is half on South Tucson, half on Southeast Tucson. Which again means that neither town can really lord over them, so they don't pay taxes. They just don't like any sort of rules. And the first score of the half for the Nothing But Borscht Twin Towers game is a field goal for Nothing But Borscht. They are now up by 22. Oh man.
That training right before the tournament, for Nothing But Borscht paying off, they filled swimming pools with borscht and then ran through it as fast as they could.
It's like resistance training, but with borscht. And a huge turnover, Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. Big hit on Q Beagles, and they pick up the fumble. He has not had a good game. He has been bothered by the Rusty Pipe Job defense. Here's Rancho Robusto in the red zone. Yet again, the 15 seed playing like a top seed today. Running down that clock. And by the way, I apologize. I have not had a chance to look through the brackets. I give you my word, I will absolutely do that and report back to you on that one. To all y'all on that one. You have my word that I will score them all and let you know how everyone's doing. There's a touchdown for Rancho Robusto. I think about 10 of you all submitted brackets, and thank you so much for that. I appreciate you for playing along. Especially when I was doing it kind of last minute, not really giving much of a prep on it. 17-point lead with 2:13 to go, and you got to imagine those visiting fans of Rancho Robusto are starting to feel upset. They're riding this carriage to the ball and then to another ball. They're going ball hopping. And a turnover.
They're getting the butterflies in their stomach. They're getting a tingling sensation in their left arm and considering calling an ambulance.
We're going to review it, but Previous Surprise may have gotten this football back. We're going to review it and see if this holds up. We'll get back to you in just a second with that one. Here's Extreme Dentistry down a touchdown. Moving down the field, they're on the 35 with 3.5 to go. Plenty of time. Gerard Jew going to air that one out. Caught by Khalif Harrington. Or as his friends know him, Wiz Khalif Harrington. First and goal for Extreme Dentistry. Could have a tie game yet again in this 12-13 matchup. Did you personally have either of these teams getting out of the first round?
I don't know. After I had my mixed drink from the first round of commentary, I have completely forgotten my entire bracket, what my day job is, and the middle name that I used to have.
Neat. Well, Extreme Dentistry remembered how to score. They are going to tie this game up with an extra point. And 3:14 to go, so a lot of time still in this one. 21 apiece. Welders of the Universe, Extreme Dentistry, 12 versus 13 seed, 3:14. We can see Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. It was overturned. They've got the football, and they've been moving downfield into the end zone. Tyrell Grigsby gives the 8 seed the lead over the defending South Tucson Youth Football Champions, the Creamy Surprise, and the overall 1 seed. 2:20 to go, but Rusty Pipe Job have the lead.
The extra point attempt is good.
There's the extra point. Go fell yourself. Moving downfield into the red zone. Darrell Rowland, first down at the 20. We'll of course show you all the red zone action and all the scoring plays. But we are looking at 2 games that are within 1 score. One that's tied up, actually.
Could we possibly have overtime again?
We might have overtime. It's very possible.
That makes it
I think Extreme Dentistry and Welders of the Universe have been going back and forth to the point that wouldn't surprise me. Creamy Surprise. You know, you don't get to be champions without coming up big in the clutch. That also wouldn't surprise me if we saw overtime in that one. Go by yourself. Getting the first down. Tim Nissan Kennedy with the catch. He must know Ed Lexus Williams. And they're going to hand this one off. It goes right into a pile. Dusty Colbert. 5-yard rush. Minute to go. Go for yourself. Calling their first time out. They need to move quickly. Marquis de Valamon with the football. A lot of time to throw. Dumps it up the middle. Dusty Colbert. Wide open touchdown. Go for yourself. And they will have to kick the onside kick and see if they can recover an onside kick here. But they got the extra point to come first to make it a 10-point game yet again. Rancho Robusto can recover the onside kick and pretty much put an end to this game. Heading back down, Welders of the Universe moving downfield. Kirk Fogg leading his team. 3rd and 3. He's going to rush it himself. Gets 8 yards and a first down. And looks like Kirk Fogg might have
first down.
Might have been roughed up on that play. We'll report back on that. No, looks like he's in shotgun position. Must have been another player. I don't know what's going on there. We'll report back on the injury when we find out more. But right now, Kirk Fogg letting that clock run down. They just need a field goal to win it. But they've got a lot of time to kill. 100 seconds. And was that an Extreme Dentistry player just stepping on that kid's head? I don't know.
Oh, I think that was his hand, actually.
Oh, wait. That's almost worse. It's not worse, but stepping on someone's head is absolutely worse. But still.
I mean, they step like on each other's head all the time, but...
And this is interesting. Extreme Dentistry letting the clock continue to run. 1st and goal. I don't know what they're thinking. But they just basically... They didn't give it away. They got the tackle in, but touchdown Welders 27-21. Maybe they wanted to just give themselves a chance with the football back, but they had to put in a stop, and they couldn't do it. Welders of the Universe leading this game by a touchdown. The extra point's good. 28 seconds to go in that one. We're seeing 47 seconds, and it looks like Rancho Robusto. These are the scenes here. They are going to win this game and move to the final 16. The 3rd round awaits for the 15 seed Rancho Robusto plus-sized warehouse. They continue to dance with a win over the 7 seed. Go by yourself. That is a final score, 24-14.
That's the end of the game. The final score is...
I think Rancho Robusto might be my favorite.
Well, what a team to back. I mean, how can you not root for them? They are the underdogs in every game they will play as the 15 seed. No 16 seeds in this one.
I mean, every game so far in this tournament, they've come out and they've just thrown everything and the sinkhorn at them.
They sure have. Louisville Sinkhorn leading that team. Turnover on downs. Wilderness of the Universe with that sack have clinched it. They will move on as a 13 seed. And they will move on, defeating the 12 seed Extreme Dentistry. And there you have it. We're going to go ahead. That one, they basically are going to kneel that one out. Final scores abound. Look at that. Upsets all over the place. The lower seed, or I guess the higher seed, excuse me, has won all 4 of those matches. Amazing. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing goes on to defeat the Creamy Surprise. Amazing. Amazing victory for them. Nothing but Borscht had it in the bag from the very first half. They take out Twin Towers Construction. They await either the Wandering Lush or Kathy's Country Cookin'. Of course, the other halves of these brackets will be our late slate of games. Welders of the Universe, 13 seed, could be facing 1-800-BUY-IT as a 1 seed or Pablo's Roadside Tacos as an 8. And Rancho Robusto take out a 2 seed, take out a 7 seed. They continue to move forward. They get the win. Whew. I mean, at this point, which one is the biggest surprise for you?
I have to go with Rancho Robusto just by the numbers.
Well, the numbers don't lie, and we see coming up next, it is the other half of those brackets. You're going to see them in just a second. Any of those games really speak out to you as one to watch for an upset? We've been seeing upsets all over the board in our first session.
I'm really worried about Bully Factory Children's MMA going against Ballet Bob's.
That sounds like a trap game potentially for Bully Factory. 1-800-BUY-IT versus Pablo's Roadside Tacos should be a good one as well. We got Kathy's Country Cookin' against the Wandering Lush. That should be one to watch as well. And as you said, there it is, a 3 versus an 11. Bully Factory Children's MMA taking on Ballet Bob's, who had a big, close win in overtime, if I recall, against Danish Loose Chutney House. Bully Factory did not look that good against Autopsies by Candace. But that's an interesting thought.
They only won 10-7.
They did. That's a very surprising result for a team like the Bully Factory, who just has bullying in their name. Well, we're going to start off by looking at our 1 seed, 1-800-BUY-IT taking on Pablo's Roadside Tacos, who are the 8 seed, out of the Gluttony League. Move out of the Quick Service Division. And, oh no, quarterback has a bit of a stroke, and Gary, Indiana gets sacked by Gerald Cruz. He is a big 11-year-old. Head over to Holy Balls versus Yoga for Fatties. Holy Balls off to the races. Can they get there? Touchdown, Balls! Rusty Petway, the running back for Holy Balls, on pretty much the opening series of downs.
How fitting that a guy named Rusty scores immediately after that last slate of games.
What a score, what a run. Holy Balls, the 4 seed, coming in big. And just a reminder, the winner of that game takes on Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. So Holy Balls could see them as are looking at another home game if they win. Here's Bully Factory starting things off with the football, already down to the 30-yard line. Fake the handoff. Goose Marshall chucks it and gets the first down to Rayshawn Raymond. 18-yard catch and a first down for the Bully Factory.
First and 10.
Good start for the Bully Factory. Ballet Bob's probably thought that after seeing their performance in the last game that they could just waltz right through to the next round, but Bully Factory's having none of it.
Not at all. Ballet Bob's. Well, they did not. I wouldn't say they did anything like waltzing into through that first game. They had to put up a fight. However, we're seeing Pablo's Roadside Tacos in the red zone against 1-800-BUY-IT, and we see a lot of times the team that comes in big from the start loses steam as the game goes on. Quentin Kane stopped only for a gain of 2 on that one. down to the 14-yard line. Pablos, led by Gary, Indiana, using the shotgun formation. They are packing it in the middle. And, of course, they're showing the run, and they gave a run. 6 yards for Quentin Kane. It's 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6 yards.
There's one thing that's going to help Pablos overcome 1-800 Buy-A-Dad and get through to the next round. It's got to be Quentin Kane.
Well, it is going to be, the run game is going to be essential if they want to pull up this upset and put another 1 seed on summer vacation. But again, as you know, overpowering Dad is not an easy thing. 1-800 Buy-A-Dad, a very strong team. Bully Factory going to settle for a field goal, but they take the early lead. About a minute 45 into this game, 3-0 there. Pablo's in the end zone. It's Robert Hester. And Quentin Kane and Hester, that two-pronged run game, the short down back had the fresh legs. He pounds it in for a touchdown, and the 1 seed is down early.
Wasn't Kane and Hester the name of South Tucson talk show that was on at like 2:30 a.m. in the mid-90s?
Oh, Kane and Hester, yeah, in the morning. Absolutely. They were a morning zoo kind of station here on KYST. Dishwalla Pearson, 5 yards up the middle for Cathy's, who are already well on their way to scoring. They are down to the 1 yard line on their opening drive. And they get the touchdown.
That is not going to help the Wandering Lush's confidence.
No, it is not.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they were the team that got here because the team they were playing missed an extra point near the end of the game.
I think they did. That sounds about right. The Wandering Lush. If I look at who they took out in the first round, it was Blind Bob's firing range, and they won by a single point. We're seeing Holy Balls already knocking on the door. Petway again, touchdown, Balls. What a dominant performance so far. They are up 2 touchdowns on this 12 seed. Yoga for Fatties, who had the huge upset in the first round. They went into the Big D, the Big Diddle, and they got the big win, 28-13 over Diddler's Family Restaurant. But they are getting shocked right from the beginning. Precision route runner with a 17-yard return. And they got to get something going before this game gets out of hand early. 1-800 Buy-A-Dad. Let's see how they return the favor. They're already down to the 30. The ball is loose. Oh, he was just mashing that strip ball button, and Pablo's, they are stopped down at the 45. It's a turnover, and Pablo's Roadside Tacos have the football once again.
And with that, 1-800 Buy-A-Dad's offense gets put on hold.
They sure do. You know, it's funny. We've hinted at this on past broadcasts. These kids are on summer vacation, or they should be. But this tournament has kept them in South Tucson. That has resulted in a lot of angry parents, a lot of canceled flights, a lot of delayed hotel reservations, a lot of deposits not being returned, and cranky kids. So we may be seeing some kids who are not too upset to be losing these games. Brody Crowder in the end zone, touchdown Ballet Bobs. They take the lead in that 3 versus 11 match against the Bully Factory.
And on top of that, even though school's technically not in session, they still go to the schools in order to practice all day.
Well, a lot of them are in summer school because, again, these kids are just dumb as hell. So they got to balance that full school course load with practice and the denial of summer vacation for those who don't have summer school. Cathy's again marching downfield. They're in the red zone yet again, handing it off, going the long way around. Gets caught, and a flag. That's going to be a face mask. Everybody take a drink.
Oddly enough, I think Holy Balls got the worst treatment of it because they have summer school, football practice, and Sunday school.
Yeah, and church camp.
Automatic first down.
Weekday church camp. It's a church sports camp run by Holy Balls, but you know, it's summer church camp, so you know, take it for what you will. Kathy's at the goal line. It's as easy as just stepping in. LaRue Atkins. Touchdown Kathy's. And they're up by 2 scores as well, as the first quarter draws to an end.
Wandering West looking pretty aimless on defense so far. Kathy's Country Cooking able to do pretty much whatever they want.
Unreal. And Yoga for Fatties have answered with a touchdown.
There you go. Less downward dog and more warrior pose.
They have cut it in half.
Number 20 yards.
It is 14-7. We're seeing Pablo's Roadside Tacos making a big play. Jabroni Robbins with the catch from Gary, Indiana, into the red zone yet again. Pablo's just stunning 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. Gary had a lot of time to throw. Overthrows it. Terrible throw. Here's Goose Marshall doing his typical PP dance. Picked off in the end zone. Ballet Bobs pick it off. Take a knee. And that is a crucial turnover. Coach Ralph Marshall will not be happy about that. You can hear him. We're having to mute the mics on the field occasionally.
Yeah, it's not a pretty scene out there, but at the same time, he's not going to pull his son. He has to keep going back out there.
Of course, that's partially as a punishment. Alabaster Codpiece stopped on that run. He gets a couple of yards on that.
It's like a double-edged sword, except both edges of the sword are somehow pointing toward the kids.
Incomplete pass. Payne, the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 4th and goal.
And Pablos are going to be forced to kick the field goal. They got big red zone stop for 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. The field goal makes it 10-0.
Seems to be confusion on the Buy-A-Dad sideline. Seems like any time someone actually calls the number, it's redirecting to the sideline.
Number 2, the ball carrier.
That is very interesting. And Holy Balls,
That makes it 2nd and 10.
4 minutes to go in the first half. 2nd and 10.
Was there only one dad available on this day and it happens to be one of the coaches?
I guess so.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Well, Holy Balls seem to be firing on all cylinders. They've got that trinity going of offense, defense, and special teams, and
They sure do.
They're set to go up by 2 scores.
It's the Trinity Trifecta. The Triple Crown, Trinity. There's a lot of threes in sports, too, that you can mix with religion. 3 is just a magic number. And Holy Balls. Dante Wynn. Touchdown. 20-7. They answer right back.
And it was on this day that Dante Wynn 317 said, "I just scored you a touchdown."
There you go. And here's 1-800-BUY-A-DAD breaking free for a run. Are they going to get a touchdown? No, he is shoved. Mike Terry out of bounds, 40 yards, but it's 1st and goal. And what a run. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD needed that.
Oh, and had defenders just lunging after him, collapsing to the ground, kind of like me after I had one of the leftover tacos from the roadside stand.
And precarious situation, the running back going nowhere, second and goal. Gotta say, any of these results surprising you so far? I gotta feel like this is probably the most surprising result of this session.
I was actually kind of hoping that Yoga for Fatties would put up more of a fight, but Holy Balls is just all over them right now.
Yeah, they are just dominated by balls. And 1-800-BIODAD, you know, I was going to say this has been the surprise, but they can cut it down to a field goal, and they're going to Wally Callahan. 3-yard catch, touchdown, 1-800-BIODAD. They're within a field goal and plenty of time.
Now, did Biodad have the ball first, or did Pablo's roadside tacos?
I believe Pablo's did. So Biodad are going to get the ball again to start the second half, but there's still a lot of time left to go. They can maybe force a punt or a turnover. Here's Ballet Bob's up 7-3. Devin Moyer stopped for a gain of 3. It's 3rd and goal. And Ballet Bob, still 2 minutes left to go in this second quarter of this game. They're going to get the touchdown. Brody Crowder, the quarterback, hangs on to it, punches it in. 13-3, Ballet Bobs have extended the lead on the Bully Factory. And Ralph Marshall is feeling let down, a feeling he is oddly familiar with. 14-3, his son is going to have to trot back out there and make good for that offense. 3.5 points is not good enough for Bully Factory. Here's Cathy's continuing to move downfield. It is 13-0, so yes, they missed the extra point. Dishwalla Pearson, 7-yard rush, gets the first down. They call a timeout. It is 1 timeout left for Cathy's Country Cookin'.
Is that rain or is that still borscht?
You know, it might be residual borscht. It might also be any sort of alcoholic beverage. It might just be, well, you know, I think Cathy's and the Lush, you know, may have combined forces. You know, they serve beverages at Cathy's Country Cookin'. They're just a good old-fashioned homegrown white bread diner. Who score another touchdown? Tariq Ramsey, the quarterback, punches it in, 19-0. Wandering Lush getting absolutely blitzed by Cathy's in this first half. Lester Matthews, 14-yard catch, falls out of bounds, 1st and 10. And Pablos are in the red zone against 1-800-BIODAD yet again. Where is the BIODAD defense? They are just not showing up in this one.
Well, they put all their money and resources into dads.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
So, I mean, there's nothing left for the kids to work with.
And that catch, wow. Jonathan Marcus just backtracked so far.
That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
That was an interesting play. He
I
ran his
think the
route
play might have
after
broken up.
catching the pass.
It might have broken up, and he ended up finding a way to... Oh, the ball is loose. They're all falling on it. It's recovered by Pablos. It's a touchdown. Robert Hester recovers the fumble and rushes it in to score. This play is unbelievable. Gary, Indiana, tackled. Ball is loose. Countless players dive on it. The running back picks it up and runs it around and in as if that was the design play all along. Yeah, just like it was drawn up on the sideline. Touchdown Pablos. Sometimes luck helps and it's on your side.
Absolutely, and just as a little halftime raffle, if you can correctly guess or get the closest to the amount of players who dove for that football, you will win a $5 gift certificate to Pablo's Roadside Tacos.
Number 2, the intended receiver on the play.
Unreal, and we see Hassan Sands picked up an injury. He'll be back soon, but Bully Factory, 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. They are stopped. Literal garbage. Gets a yard, but it's not enough. They turn it over on the goal line.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bully Factory not used to being punched in the mouth like this.
And here's Wandering Lush. Open. Cornelius Fenton, 23 yards. Beautiful play drawn up with 30 seconds to go in the half. They get on the board. The last team to erase the 0 is the Wandering Lush. They are only down by 14 to the Triple K of Kathy's Country Cooking.
Triple K, they're still going to need triple the touchdowns if they want to get back into this.
That they are. They get one. It's a 13-point game. And I believe they'll start the half with the football, but they're going to kick off to the Kathy's once more. Here's Yoga for Fatties in the red zone. Down 2 touchdowns. Going nowhere is Obadiah Swanson.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
And D.D. Wheatley, the quarterback for Yoga for Fatties, out of the shotgun formation. Almost had someone coming behind him, but good blocking. Catch is made, but a flag on the play.
Foul.
Everybody take a drink.
Defense.
Yoga for Fatties will take a first down. And they'll take basically the ball spotted on the goal line, I believe, or pretty darn close to it. And precision route runner for Yoga for Fatties has been out. He'll be back soon with an injury. Missed a lot in that one. Down to the 5. Rima Dunbar, touchdown Yoga for Fatties. And they close it to a 1-score game yet again. Yoga for Fatties, as long as they can stay in it, they got a fighting chance. The halftime interval will approach soon. It's 13 seconds to go left in the second quarter.
The kick is good.
Yoga for Fatties. I almost called them Fatties.
That's the adverb to describe how they do things.
Number 21, deep to return.
Using that natural resistance of the Holy Balls defense and turning it into their favor.
Yes. There. No, fattily is a way to describe how they do yoga there. They do yoga fattily. And here we're seeing 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. Field goal attempt. It's up. It's good. It's a 1-touchdown game going into the half, so they close the distance. But the 1 seed still down. Could we see 2 number 1 seeds fall in the same day? Right now, Pablo's Roadside Tacos say yes. It's a 7-point game. Not sure why our scoreboard hasn't updated. Sorry about that. That'll be fixed. Obi Turner! Big play, but the clock runs out. They didn't have a timeout to call. It's 21-14. Holy Balls leading Yoga for Fatties, and that is the last of our halftime games. Which of these scores surprised you the most? Is it the Ballet Bob's Bully Factor one, as you kind of predicted?
I kind of expected Bully Factory to stumble out of the gates, so I'm really most surprised by Pablo's Roadside Tacos. Very taco-ly.
They are taco-ly moving down the field successfully. Kathy's gave up a late touchdown, but they had a 20-0 lead early on. They have been handling that game. Buy-A-Dad, Pablo's, there's the one we were talking about, and Bully Factory, potentially a huge upset. Ballet Bob's up by 11. We're going to take a quick moment to talk about one of our lovely, lovely sponsors. Once that thing stops a-spinning. Thanks to Francois Creperie. You know, I love crepes. They're a delicious French food. They're a good late-night snack. They can be savory. They can be sweet. You like crepes?
I do, when I can remember what they are.
Well, they're a flat pancake-like, bready, sort of just like a very flat, flimsy pancake, and you can fill it with some sweet stuff like a chocolate hazelnut spread, because we'll get sued if we say the name of the brand of that. Or, you know, you could put some other like fruits and other sorts of like peanut butter or any sort of sweet items in there. You could put some savory things like some ham and cheese. You could put, you know, you can go to the classic one. They have one called the Boyd at Francois Creperie. It's ham, peanut butter, and Skittles. And I don't know why it exists, but it exists. And I love this inside joke that no one who listens will understand. But that's the inside joke there. Ham, peanut butter, and Skittles in a crepe. And it's called the Boyd. That's an inside joke from college that I just wanted to throw out there because I just thought of it. But you know what? The best thing about it is how French that place is. I mean, from the Edmonton Oilers posters on the wall to the fact that they're now offering poutine at Francois Creperie. You know, poutine is wonderful. People they're trying to find a more American-sounding name so people will buy it. They've been called disco fries, but that's not really the same thing. I mean, we could probably come up with a good American-sounding name for poutine, right?
Absolutely. You know, there's actually a national study going on in the U.S. to find a name for that.
Really?
And, yes. So far, not so successful.
I think a lot of people are just calling it pudding, but it sounds too much like pudding, and that gets confusing. But anyway, thanks to Frank's Walker. You should go there and have one of their crepes and say hi to the very, very French owner, Gordy Bettman, who is a huge Edmonton Oilers fan for some reason. Loves Gretzky, loves hockey. Didn't know the French love hockey, but, you know, there you have it. But I'm kind of curious. You know, I understand that Francois Creperie was doing a contest to give a more American-sounding name to their poutine. And I got to say, they sent me a short list of some of the suggestions. And they made it a point to say that 3 different entries wrote down pussy fries. Don't know why. I don't think they're going to go with that, though.
Yeah, they're not going to go with that because that name was already taken.
Oddly enough, by another late night eatery in South Tucson. So, you know, whatever. Nonetheless, here's Yoga Fatty starting things off with the football. No gain there. Rima Dunbar's 3rd and 8 against Holy Balls in a 4 versus 12 matchup. These 2 people wrote freedom fries, but again, that's so early 2000s. People keep saying just call them fries with gravy and those weird chunks of cheese that squeak when I put them in my mouth. That's really wordy. I don't think that's gonna work. We'll come up with something for Gordy. We'll help you out, Gordy. We got this. You got this, man. I like poutine. I think it's good. Poutine's delicious. People need to know what the name of it is to know that it's delicious. It's fucking wonderful. Go to Francois Creperie, get the poutine, suggest a good name in the jar. And get some crepes too. They're awesome. That great French American, Gordy Bettman. Here's Wandering Lush starting with the football into the red zone. Tennessee cock.
Ramming it right through Kathy's Country Kitchen defense.
Yeah, Cock just rammed his way through, and Kathy's did not know how to react. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. They're in the red zone, so we're going to stick with this game. Wandering Lush, down 13. I'm not going to lie, I've been craving poutine. There's a place, I mentioned, it's weird. This is going to be like two series sessions of games in a row that I'm going to mention Wildwood, but whatever. There's a place in Wildwood, which oddly enough has a big French-Canadian tourism. A lot of people from Quebec come to Wildwood for whatever reason. I've been told that it's like one of the first like beach and boardwalk kind of like resorts that you hit when you're driving south. So there you have it. But there's a place called Beaver Tails, which is a real like Canadian chain. They do like flatbread kind of pastries that are like spread with like Nutella and shit, or hazelnut spread, fine, whatever. And they also do poutine, and it is better than any boardwalk fries I've ever had. And I can't believe I'm saying that. I feel like I'm blaspheming by saying that, but whatever, they're amazing. Any chance you have in your life to have poutine, have it. And any chance the Wandering Lush are going to have to throw it to Cornelius Fenton, he's going to get a touchdown. That's 2 for him. And it is a 1-score game for the Wandering Lush. Here's Bayadad. Touchdown, Nuggets. Malone tying this game up. Bayadad within 1 point of Pablo's Roadside Tacos.
And the pendulum's starting to swing the other way. By the way, why do we have that giant pendulum?
We had a sponsor fall through.
Oh, okay.
It was a clock company, and they had a big grandfather clock with a giant pendulum that just swung. but they didn't send the rest of the clock.
Oh, that's rock hard clocks on high.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're going to waste time, waste it with a rock hard clock. Thank you, because I didn't have a good way to put the word clock in for cock on something, so thank you for doing that. Holy balls! Stopped at the goal line, at the line of scrimmage to be exact. Rusty Petway, no gain on that one. Second and goal. Terrence Beck, 3 tackles there.
You know, backtracking for a moment, I've actually had poutine, I think, 4 or 5 times in my life, but I haven't eaten it alone because I always want to make sure that there is at least one person I'm with who's CPR certified.
That's probably fair. That's probably fair. It's like so good, and it's so rich, and it's wonderful. I also feel like eating poutine is totally a euphemism for like something dirty, something filthy. And yes, Bayadad, that halftime threatening from the coach, clearly helping him out. Here's Ballet Bobs. Ball is loose. They recover it. It's 4th and 11 for Ballet Bobs in the red zone. They might be kicking the field goal on this one, although it might be a little far from them. We'll see what they decide on. It's kind of maybe a 60-40 chance of the 60% likelihood they'll kick it, 40 that they'll go for it. They're going to kick it. Yeah, it's a 30-yard field goal. Just about the reach of these young kids. The ability is there, the confidence, beaten into submission by their coaches. That one's good. It's a 14-point game for the 11 seed Ballet Bob's Dance Studio over Bully Factory Children's MMA, the 3 seed. And that is now really shaking up. That is shaking up the Midwest South Tucson region. A big pick by Holy Balls. They're up 2 touchdowns. They're looking to make it even more. He just saw that one coming the entire way. Jamie Holly picked it out of the air. Got the jump on the receiver, who falls right on his face. Already feels bad. Now going to be embarrassed. Holy Balls recovering that one.
Probably going to be some allegations by Yoga for Fatties that Holy Balls blessed some of the balls before halftime, but we can verify that didn't happen.
That is interesting. That's an interesting advantage they might have. And of course, Holy Balls, Yoga for Fatties, the winner of that game, taking on Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. Pablo's Roadside Tacos take the lead yet again.
Harvey Mackey getting the runs into the end zone.
The runs are crucial after Pablo's Roadside Tacos, and Bayadad find themselves again once more. They're chasing this game from the very beginning. They just could not get a foothold into this. And again, the winners of this game take on Welders of the Universe. Wandering Lush. Kathy's Wandering Lush. Big play. Domino rally with a 43-yard catch. Robbed of the touchdown. Brought down just short of it.
That makes it 1st and
And
goal.
they are awaiting, the team Nothing But Borscht, awaiting the winners of this one. This game ain't over yet. We felt like in the first half, Kathy's had this completely in hand. This half has been all Wandering Lush.
The pendulum is swinging again, and it's making an ominous creaking sound that is making several spectators nervous.
I'm legitimately worried it's going to come off its hinge and kill some people. Tennessee Cock brought down for a loss of 1. Ronnie Welch with that sack. We're going to credit it as a sack, I guess. Yeah, well, you know, he made a running motion. I don't know. I'd say that's a tackle for a loss. I don't know if I'd call that a sack, to be fair. But, you know, give the kid a little padding of his stat line. He's here because he can't be in Orlando with his family. So, you know. I mean, some of these kids, their family just left them. They went on vacation anyway. Like, screw it, we got deposits we're not getting back. You know, I know a lot of kids have their parents have the house themselves, and their parents are out in Vegas or Reno or Cabo or Cozumel or Disneyland, which is really cool.
Yeah, a lot of these kids just left at home with one of those big dog food-sized bags of generic store brand cereal and a pail of water. They didn't even tell them how the air conditioning works in the home.
Well, it is called Kid Chow. It's a packaged food product. Field goal is good. Wandering Lush have closed it to a 4-point deficit. Holy balls! Dante Wynn, 5-yard catch. He's tackled out of bounds with a hell of a horse tackle.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Horse collar tackle, excuse me.
Shades of Jeff Gordon on that tackle.
No doubt, the famous Diddler Cup driver. Fun. It was nice to have 2 of those races to start the season here in South Tucson, even though it kept me like feel like a prisoner in my own house.
That brings it 4th and goal.
For that whole actual roads one, I couldn't get anywhere. I was stuck for hours and hours just watching cars go dangerously fast on the streets nearby my apartment, and that was terrifying. Got a face mask, everybody drink.
Defense.
Did he face mask him and pull him into the end zone?
Still first down.
He might have. And Dante Wynn gets the touchdown. Holy balls. 20-point lead. Going on 21. If they go for 2, it'd be 22. Oh, man. Just like our channel, South Tucson Local Access Channel 22, WYME. Extra point is good. It's a 21-point game, 35-14. Holy balls have this one well in hand. Pablo's looking to extend their lead on the 1 seed by a down.
Penalty flag thrown on the play.
Flag on the play.
Personal
Face
foul.
masks are absolutely
Defense.
the death of some of these teams. They are just giving away yards.
Still first down.
And we're seeing they're on the 5-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Gary, Indiana gets into the end zone. He kind of falls in over his own player. But it's a touchdown for Pablo's, and it's a 2-score game with 4:08 to go. This would be absolutely unprecedented. We are seeing 6 teams right now
Is good.
out of the 8 in these games being upsets. That's unbelievable. It just shows how on any given day any team can win in the Corso Cup. You don't get to say, okay, we had a bad game, we'll get them next week. You know, 1 loss and you're out.
At any time, any one of these kids on any of these teams could say,
Pass falls incomplete.
I just want to go on vacation.
That's true. That is the wild card factor. That is why brackets are getting busted. That is why money is being lost hand over fist in this crowd. Because you know what? Some kids just want to go on vacation with their families. They just want to see their families because their families were on vacation. They said, oh yeah, book yourself a ticket once you're done. Alabaster Codpiece rushing it in for Ballet Bobs. They're up by 20. Going to be 21 with the extra point on Bully Factory. A 3 seed is going to fall in this one with 2:02 to go. I think we can safely call that one.
The kick is good.
The upsets are just churning left and right. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD down 2 scores with 4:05. This is a lot of time still to play, so we're not going to say that one's going to be in the bag just yet.
You can never turn your back on Dad.
Not at all. And Wally Callahan gets well out of their own zone. They're still moving down 2 touchdowns. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. Randall Muhammad with the stop there.
That was a nice shot by our scoreboard technology. We don't actually have a scoreboard in South Tucson. We just have people with different numbered jerseys showing what the score is.
It is very nice. And we've got, of course, you know, we don't have any sort of booth reviews. We have the old folks, the elders of South Tucson, sitting in lawn chairs by the end zone to let you know what they thought. They can't
They're not
see
even
what,
watching the game. They're just kind of playing with a cup and ball.
Yeah, they can't see too well, but you know, we trust them because we respect our elders. Back in my day, etc., etc., etc. Back in my day, you didn't earn respect. You just got it because you didn't die yet. You just got it for not dying. right. I agree, Kat, in the studio. He just jumped up on the chair next to me, and he is watching the game. Your thoughts on this game, Kat? There you have it. Expert analysis from our studio Cat. Tennessee Cock was harried, almost got the play off. It was a turnover on downs. That would have been amazing. But it's given up. Cathy's can now take some time off the clock. 2:37 to go. They can maybe even get another score and make this a little bit more of an easy, little bit more wiggle room for them. We're seeing Dishwalla Pearson, 6-yard catch for Cathy's. Bayadad in the red zone, looking to make it a one-score game. Again, they're going to do it. Jermaine Williamson, 11-yard catch. Touchdown, 1-800 Bayadad. But they are still behind with 2:52 to go.
And the bookies are going absolutely crazy right now, taking not just bets on the final scores and who wins and who loses, but where these kids specifically are going for vacation.
And which one's the first to cry. That's a fun prop bet, actually, to go. Bookies will set odds on first kid to cry after the whistle's over, to cry for the loss. So it's a fun prop bet. There's some crazy, sometimes you can bet the field, but that doesn't usually work. And Holy Balls have this well in hand. Minute 7 to go. 3rd and goal. Yoga for Fatty still have all their timeouts, but I think they may not be using them at this point.
I did bet on the field once, but it got absolutely destroyed from all the players running across it.
And that's the weird thing. Grass can't cry. So, that's a losing bet. "45 seconds, counting down." Holy Balls. They're going to score a touchdown again. They're just going to put the hurt in on Yoga for Fatties. Rusty Petway getting another touchdown. Player of the game level stat line there. Holy Balls, 41-14. They will advance to the 3rd round. And they will be looking to play. They've got a game against Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. That should be a great game. Here's Bully Factory trying to make something happen. It's 24-3. This game is pretty close to over. 69 seconds left in this game. Goose Marshall gets it to Desi Grigsby for a touchdown, but I understand Ralph Marshall purposely turned his back to the field for that play in the event that he wouldn't want to see his own son score. It's how angry he is. He's already walking back to the locker room. The game is over as far as he is concerned. Not for the Wandering Lush. They're moving down the field. Down 4, minute 14 to go. Cathy's could not keep the football. They had to punt it. Ulysses Doucette, great name, with the tackle. Short pass for the Wandering Lush. It's Colton Pollard with the catch. 7 yards, 2nd and 3. They got one timeout left to go. They need a touchdown to win. They need a touchdown. Yeah, a field goal will not do it. They need to get in the end zone. They got 49 seconds and counting to go. They spiked the football. It's 3rd and 3. Tennessee Cock. Heck of a stat line. Great completion percentage. 268. 2 touchdowns. Wandering Lush have turned it on after a dismal first half. They have basically scored 16 unanswered points on Cathy's. Cornelius Fenton, 8-yard catch up the middle for a first down. Clock stops on the first down, but continues to run as they are set up. This could be an amazing comeback for the Wandering Lush.
It would also set up an interesting matchup in the next round after Nothing But Borscht advanced earlier.
It would be Wandering Lush versus Nothing But Borscht. Division rivals, not just conference rivals, but division rivals. Quentin Lacey, no gain there. Clock continues to run. They have to set it up. They're holding on to that timeout until they need it. 25 seconds. Clock continues to run. Cock, a lot of time to throw. Catch is made. Does he get the first down? They give him the first down. Quentin Lacey, 10-yard catch. Clock stops until they're set. 18 seconds to go. No timeout called. Still hanging on to it. 15 seconds. Tennessee Cock calling an audible, I think. Hanging on to it himself. Stays on his feet. Touchdown, Wandering Lush. Oh! What a play. Tennessee Cock hangs on to it, rushes it in, takes the lead for the first time in this game with 6 seconds to go. And their coach is so drunk at a celebration. No, wait, no, I understand he was just been drinking no matter what. Okay, yeah. They missed the extra point. So it is a 2-point game, but what a comeback. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, 101 to go. We'll keep an eye on the Wandering Lush and Cathies, but with 2 seconds to go, they take the lead and pull off potentially a dramatic upset. 22 unanswered points. We think that Wandering Lush won on the last second play as well in the first round. I'll have to go back and check that out, but 28-27 in the first round, 22-20. That is amazing. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. This might be their last chance. They are out of timeouts. They're going to air it out. Incomplete. They look for the end zone. It's incomplete. It was so close. Good defense by Pablos. BUY-A-DAD, 3rd and 10. As far as I'm concerned, they got 2 more shots at this. Oh, they go for the short pass. Couldn't even hold on to it there. It's 4th and 10. This is it. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD need a first down. 48 seconds left in this game. If they do not convert, the game is over. Out of the shotgun. The pass is caught, but it's a turnover. Alexander Bailey, 3-yard catch. I don't know why they made that play call. This game is effectively over. Pablo's Roadside Tacos can now kneel it out. They will take out another 1 seed. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD are sent on summer vacation. Pablo's Roadside Tacos will face Welders of the Universe in the third round, excuse me. It'll be an 8 versus a 13 seed on that half of the bracket. Wow. What a game. And that is it. Pablos have pulled off the upset. Holy Balls have advanced. Holy Balls are the only lower seed to have won in all of these games today. That's amazing. Unreal.
Incredible. And meanwhile, Hootenannies and Texas Roadhouse are still at home watching this.
They got to be nervous. Well, let's take a look. We know now half of the third round matchups. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing, Holy Balls, a 4 versus an 8. BCC versus AFC. Wandering Lush get the win. They meet Nothing But Borscht Food Truck in an all Foreign Legion, all Pinko Division battle. Pablo's Roadside Tacos is an 8 seed. Take on Welders of the Universe as a 13 seed. That'll be Gluttony League versus BCC. And Ballet Bob's Dance Studio, the one that you called Slate, right? Yeah, Slate. They get the win. It'll be BCC versus BSB in that one. What a day. Any final thoughts before we call an end to our stream today?
I don't even know what to think after that round of games. Jeez.
Well, it's been a heck of a day. There you see, 4 third-round matchups are known. Come back to us tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, for the second half of the second round. We'll know who the final 16 teams are in the Corso Cup. There you see all the final scores from our early session and our late session. We've got 2 more 1 seeds. Looking a little nervous. 1 seeds are 0 for 2 in the second round. It's been a night of upsets. 7 out of 8 games went to the away team, went to the higher seed. Whew. Well, thank you very much, Slade, for joining me for the second half of these games.
An absolute pleasure. And, I'm getting word that the Wandering Lush fans are celebrating quite raucously, but fortunately 2/3 of them passed out by halftime.
Well, I understand enough of the fans have screamed free beer that everyone seems to think that it was the Wandering Lush who made that call, so, man, I feel bad for the bartenders there who are going to have to explain that that's not the case. But that's their problem, not ours. Thanks to Slate Blankenship, I'm Brian. We'll see you tomorrow night with more Corso Cup action.